All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. It is time for a mid-season college football bracket predictions update here in the middle of October. And before I fill this thing out, let's look back at my preseason predictions from July of this year. And oh my goodness, the first thing I notice here is Kansas State at number 6. So K-State, they're 2-4, they're terrible, and they're not going to be in the playoff this year. And then Texas at 5. So poor Texas and Arch Manning, just not even close to a top 10 team right now, not even ranked this week. They have 2 losses right now. They can still make the playoff, but really being a top 5 seed, there's just no way at this point. Penn State at 4. Guys, Penn State, the tragic fall of Penn State, 2 straight losses now. They lost to UCLA. You know, Penn State's kind of on the fringe right now. If they beat Ohio State, they'll definitely be in, but they need to win out the rest of the way to make the playoff. And then UNLV at number 11 to win the group of 5, and they're undefeated right now in October. I'd say most of the picks aged pretty well, except that K-State and Penn State ones, but without further ado, let's fill this thing out. The current 12-team bracket as I see it right now on October 9th, 2025. The first seed here is number 8, Texas Tech. So they're 5-0. They have a great offense this year. If Texas Tech wins 10 games or 11 games in the regular season and wins the Big 12 championship game, they will be a top 8 seed and host a playoff game in the first round. And they will take on the number 9 LSU Tigers out of the SEC. So this team has 1 loss right now to Ole Miss. But guys, if they beat Alabama and they win 10 games, they are the number 9 seed in the playoff this year. Garrett Nussmeier, still a Heisman dark horse right now. That's a great first round game there. Texas Tech, LSU, high scoring, high speed offense all day. Number 5 is Texas A&M. So the biggest win of the season at Notre Dame, a huge win there for A&M. They're 5 right now. I think they drop a game here at some point, probably finish 10-2, 11-1. But if they make the SEC championship game, I love them to be the number 5 seed in the country, and they will host the group of 5 champion right now. The highest ranked one right now is South Florida, so a good resume there. They beat Florida, they beat Boise State. If North Texas wins that game, they are the number 12 seed instead of USF. And then going to the top right corner here, the number 7 seed in college football is the Indiana Hoosiers. So a big game this weekend against Oregon. But guys, if they lose that game, it doesn't matter. They beat Illinois by 1,000,000 points. If Indiana wins 10 games this season, they're in the playoff with much more respect than last year and a better quarterback this season and a much improved defense. So I love them to be the number 7 seed, hosting number 10, Georgia Tech, the undefeated Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, led by Haynes King out of the ACC. But right now I see them losing the ACC title game to Miami and still getting a 10 seed in the playoff. The number 6 seed here is Oklahoma. So this team right now is undefeated. The problem is their quarterback. If he's healthy, this team's a 10-win team, maybe even 11 this season. I love them to host a game in the playoff at number 6. And they will host number 11, Alabama Crimson Tide. Yes, an SEC rematch in the first round there. It's going to be a highly rated game there in Oklahoma, hosting Bama. We love to see that in the first round of the playoff in December. And of course, the top 4 seeds getting byes here. Number 4 is Ole Miss. This team is electric, a great quarterback, a great offense. They're undefeated, big wins already. If Ole Miss gets to 10 wins this year, they should make the SEC title game and maybe even win that game as well, get the number 4 seed overall. Number 3 is going to be Miami. So guys, I mean, the big wins, best quarterback in the country, great defense this year, undefeated. They might go 12-0, we'll see. I love Miami at number 3. And then number 2, in my opinion, the best offense in the country, Dante Moore in Oregon. This team's hot. They could go 12-1 this year and lose the Big Ten title, but still 12 wins gets them a top 2 seed. And then, of course, number 1 in the country, the best defense in the country, the defending national champions, Julian Sayin, 80% completion through the air. The number 1 Ohio State Buckeyes getting the number 1 overall seed, the national champions. Guys, my predictions here, I would take LSU to beat Texas Tech. I would take A&M to beat South Florida. I would take Indiana to beat Georgia Tech and Alabama to beat Miami. And then going to the quarterfinals here, I would take Ohio State to beat LSU. Texas A&M beats Ole Miss. Oregon beats Indiana. And Alabama beats Miami. And then the semifinals, Ohio State beats Texas A&M. And Oregon beats Alabama. And then going to the championship game, it's Ohio State versus Oregon, a Rose Bowl rematch there out of the Big Ten. And I love the Buckeyes to repeat this year as champions. 31-26 in the title game. So congrats to Ohio State for the back-to-back titles there. Ryan Day gets his second ring. So guys, if you disagree, put in the comments below. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.